Hi folks, I'm Shamli. Today I'm making this video about recycling the temple waste. Well, before we talk about recycling, let's know what is temple waste. Temple waste is something which we get from our puja rooms and temples, like dried flowers, leaves, incense stick waste, cotton, oil residues and some left. As per my knowledge, on an average, every Indian family produces around 1 to 1.5 kg of temple waste every day. And if it's a small temple, it's around 1 kg per day. Now you can easily assume what would be the number in the big temples. Recently I've studied in an article that around 80 lakh tons of temple waste will be dumped into the water bodies. Because we Indians believe that temple waste should not be dumped in the along with the garbage because somebody could stamp it. What we do is we wrap it in an ice cover and dump in a water bodies. So I have an idea of recycling this temple waste. I have few ideas. Today I would like to share one with you. Now let's see the process. Here we have temple waste. And this is cocoa peat. And this is some garden soil. And this is the coffee and tea waste which is available in every Indian kitchen. And this is lemongrass. This is completely optional. I have in my garden, so I'm using it. Let's get started. First I'm adding a layer of cocoa peat. Here I'm adding around 2 inches of cocoa peat. Now I'm adding all the temple waste to it. Usually I'll do in a large quantity, but to show the demo I have took a very little quantity. Usually I'll do around 2 to 2.5 kilos of temple waste. After adding temple waste, we have to give a nice press. And now we are adding some garden soil because garden soil helps in promoting this fungus which has enormous amount of microorganisms in it. Now the third layer is garden soil and the fourth layer is the most important one. This is coffee and tea waste. There are some plants in the garden, they are acid loving like rose plants. So they want high amount of potassium and phosphorus, particularly from this tea and coffee waste. Trust me, this vermicompost smells really good because we are not adding any rotten vegetables or rotten fruits in it. We are just adding some dried flowers and coffee and tea waste. Because I have been using this from past 1 year and I got amazing results. After adding coffee and tea waste, now you can add this lemongrass. You can cut it into small pieces and then you can add this lemongrass. After adding the lemongrass, and the final one is adding the cocoa peat at the top layer. Most of you might have a question like, why am I adding this cocoa peat? Because the wet waste contains almost 50% of water in it. All that nutrient water will be absorbed by cocoa peat and a very dry vermicompost is created by this process. Now you could see it's completely hassle free and it doesn't smell bad at all. Here we have a coffee waste and even cocoa peat which absorbs all the essential nutrients and still keeps this vermicompost very dry. You can observe air exchange holes here in this tub. Even in the top of the lid also we have a hole here. This is actually a store-bought one. We can easily do it in a buckets. Like usually I'll do it in a buckets, big buckets with all the holes on the either sides and even a hole on the top of the bucket. Like after 45 days, you could see, you could just flip this vermicompost onto a newspaper and give a good mix. Then you could find a very nice smelling vermicompost which is also completely dry. And then it is very easy to use. A little amount for each plant would definitely give you a healthiest growth for your plants and for your garden. Hope you like this video. If you like this video, please try this at home and give your valuable suggestions or valuable comments on Little Concerns on YouTube or Vidya Handicrafts Ballari. Thank you. Hope you like this video.